Hey y'all. So this is a sweet video because I'm going to be speaking about awareness and consciousness, and going to use it as a meditation. So if you want to get into a space now where you have nothing else to do other than focus your attention on this video and the words that are being spoken, and even beyond that, where the words are coming from, the essence of the words, the feeling and the direction of where the words are pointing to. So let's start by becoming aware of our breath. Notice if you're breathing more from your chest. If you are, well, let's take it down into the diaphragm area, more in your stomach region. Start breathing from this place. Inhale and exhale through the nose until it becomes natural. And now, we will simply leave everything untouched. We will leave everything untouched. Anything that arises in the consciousness that you are throughout these next several minutes, you will not interact with it. You will not even touch it. You will watch it go by like the reels on a movie. Any thoughts that arise, any judgments about me, any judgments about yourself, any thought patterns that arise, simply observe. Continue your focus on your breath. Feel your breath coming in through your nose. It will then come into your third eye region, and then it will go down, down, all the way into your diaphragm. And then just let your exhale come out effortlessly. At first, these things might take a little bit of practice, but like anything else, the more that we practice, the more that it becomes natural. Any feelings that arise, any emotions that arise, leave it untouched. Let it be naturally. These things will arise, but they will also come back to where they arisen from. What we are focusing our awareness on is awareness, where all things arise, even consciousness arise from this place. Awareness is eternal. Awareness is always here. Awareness never leaves. Awareness is beyond time. Awareness is where we come from. Awareness is our home. We never have to leave home. It is always here. So leave everything untouched and simply witness. It'll help to focus your awareness consistently back to your breath, because we're so used to focusing our attention on something, and normally we focus our attention on our thoughts. At times our emotions as well, and even our bodily sensations. When we start to become aware of these things, we ask ourselves, what is aware of this? We bask in this question. Where does I come from? Bask in this question. What is aware of my observations? What is aware that I am observing my thoughts, that I am observing my emotional states, I am observing any sensations that arise? What is aware of these observations? What is aware of these judgments of these observations? What is aware of awareness? What perceives the perceiver? Who am I when I am no longer here? Who am I when there is no more concept of who I am? What is always present? What remains when all else fades away? Consciousness is not localized, meaning we are not just our bodies. The more we put our attention on awareness, the more awareness expands. But this is only from our current perspective. In reality, awareness is infinite. The more we focus our attention on our awareness, the more that we become aware that we are awareness. When I say conscious is not localized, I mean that consciousness is everywhere. Consciousness is space. Consciousness is in all of existence. And awareness is aware of even consciousness. This awareness pervades everything. Yet we identify with ourselves as something other than this awareness, something other than consciousness, which is bred from this awareness, which is pure potentiality, which is pure love, but even these are just concepts. And the only way to know these things as intrinsically a part of our nature is to live as awareness. Remember that you cannot be outside of awareness. However, you can think or believe that you are something else, and we already have done that. Most of us believe we are the thoughts in the mind. We identify with ourselves with concepts. At times we identify with our emotional states. We take that for who we are. Or the body, or maybe even a combination of all of these things. This is not who we are. We are having a physical bodily experience that involves a mind, and it involves emotions. It involves everything we need to sense all of these things. The more we become aware, the more emotions can be processed, because we remain aware as uncomfortable emotions reside. And surprisingly enough, it's not just the uncomfortable emotions and, say, negative emotions, if you want to call it that way, although that is just a perception. What I've come to notice is we are also in resistance of things that are emotions of joy and happiness. We don't want to resist these either. We want to experience them. And the more that we remain as awareness, we enter in to a feeling state that is technically forever. It's always existing, a feeling state of eternal love. This is beyond emotion because it does not come and go. And this is one of the ones that, again, we have resistance to feel. For some reason, we almost seem like we're unworthy of feeling eternal love, of having love for ourselves, loving ourselves enough to live the life that we maybe can at times only imagine. Living a life where we are emanating love wherever we go. We're emanating our nature. A life where we aren't afraid to demonstrate our love through action. Not only to just people in your family and friends, however, that is vitally important, but to everybody. To not be exclusive in our love, because this is also resistance as well. The more that we accept our eternal nature is love and come from this awareness, we will start treating ourselves with a lot more patience and compassion. We will start giving ourselves the things that we always need. And we won't have to force these into mental habits where we're always telling ourselves we need to do this or that. Coming from awareness, we become aware of the things that we are and we're always worthy of. And we start to give those things to ourselves the more and more that we put our attention on awareness because it's simply obvious. There's no resistance when you simply know your worth, when you know your value. And we all have value. We're all valuable. Nobody is left out of that, yet we don't treat everybody that way. The more that we do, though, the more that we treat everyone with value, our value increases. Our love increases. We feel more of it. We feel it more often. And we want to give more of it. And when we're not feeling as much of it, we understand that we need to give more to ourselves. And we don't blame others, because in reality, everything is a choice. Everything is a choice. I'll leave you on that. Much love. Namaste.